what changed for the Pistons in Game 2?
Game 2 or the whole season?
Game 2, the season?
Shit, they just rolling right now. I think JB got them guys believing it, and I think it's a testament to his growth as a coach. I wasn't always too fond of JB. He know why.
He knows why. Do you want to share it?
Nah, because it's not important. It ain't personal. It ain't personal.
Okay.
But he's grown to understand. He's always been a player's kind of guy, player coach type of guy. So he understands what the guy. Yeah, JB. Yeah.
Yes, he did.
So he was the assistant. He was,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? He always used to fuck with the guys.
Yeah.
So he understands those young guys, what they like, what they want to do.
Players coaching.
Yes,
Okay.
him and Mosley, Jamal.
Yeah.
Those are the two guys who can shape the league as far as understanding players and what they need, what sets to run. They're not necessarily the IQ guys of the game because they didn't play.
Yeah.
Right? But they can set you up. You know, JB's dad was a legend.
Yeah, he's been around the game a long time.
You know, he's got a good legacy play with himself right now. But I like Detroit's, their grit. It's getting very reminiscent of 04. All they really need is a big that can score, though. I think that's what they're missing. I told y'all about Cade already. Cade is already doing what he's doing. He's little Grant Hill out there.
Yeah, they been
You know what
Grant.
I'm saying? Killing.
They got their Grant.
So I like everything Detroit doing. If I could pick two new teams, it'd be Houston and Detroit.
So you would roll with the, if it was a fit, but
Yeah.
you would roll with the Rockets if you could pick.
Or Detroit.
Wow. Okay.
One of the two. And they both got the twins on there. And I fuck with both of them twins.
Shout out to Amen and Asar Thompson out there. So, Swag, in your opinion, what changed for the Pistons in Game 2 in their win over the Knicks in the Garden to tie the series up?
Dennis Schroeder. He's capable to take over games. You know, when you got a player like that coming off the bench, I think he just get a bad rep for what happened during his contract, but he always been like a starter in this league. You know,
Solid.
been solid. He started off the year with averaging 20 with the Brooklyn.
With Nets, then obviously got traded to the Warriors. Then got traded again.
Got traded again. You know, I don't know what happened with the Warriors. That was Steve Kerr.
I don't think he wanted to be there.
And he don't want to be there. Yeah, I don't think he wanted to be
He ain't
there.
like that shit.
But
Pass the Steph every time down type shit.
This is Steph Curry, greatest shooter of all time.
that wasn't his style, moving all around, coming off screens and shit, happening to pass.
He tradition, Kyle Lowry type.
Yep.
He's a Kyle Lowry type without the All-Star.
So this kid, when you got that backup and somebody you can rely on that's been in situations like this, I feel like the Lakers messed around and played with him too much too. Like,
Solid.
we needed him, brought him back half the season, talked about him, then brought him back. So to see him doing what he's doing, I hope he keep it up. And yeah, man, they're gonna be tough. They're gonna be tough.
So, Gil, what was the difference, in your opinion, with the Pistons Game 1 versus Game 2? Game 1 obviously had that 8-point lead in the fourth quarter. Knicks go on a 21-0 run to win that one. Had a lead in the fourth. This Game 2, obviously Knicks came storming back, tied it up, but
Game 1, you know, it's just like any Game 1. You know, sometimes, you know, your nerves get the best of you. And, you know, they looked like they were, you know, young. And, you know, once they shook off the Garden in that first game, it seemed like they were more confident as a whole group. You know, Cade settled down and, you know, he's doing what his game has been saying all season, you know. Could win, you know, most improved. But, you know, he shows he's a, you know, all-star, all-NBA player. And
they gonna make you all-NBA team this year.
yeah, he plays like he literally plays like he's a vet. And the fact that he does have Dennis Schroeder coming off, you know, who is a vet, who, you know, won FIBA championship, right? You know, so we know who he is. And, you know, from there, everyone's falling in line. You know, I think when it comes to the Knicks, they are the veteran team, but it actually looks like they still don't know what they're doing for the most part. And when you talk about Mikal Bridges saying that, they might need a break, and it's like, for who? Who do you have? Like, I think the bench outscored them 35-8 yesterday. So it is, like, you don't
Deuce
have
McBride had all.
you don't have anybody
Deuce
coming
is
off
the
the
only-
bench that's worth
Deuce
putting
is
in
the
the
only
game.
one.
So
Yeah, a little bit.
Deuce is the only one.
No, because you can't do that to
But Campaign only played 4 minutes.
Play
No,
4
Cam,
minutes.
Cam needs to play. But they the
14
same.
a
They the
game.
same player.
That's what I'm saying.
Them
That
two are the
messes
same
somebody up, though.
Yeah, it
'Cause
does.
for the game before, you have, 17 or 20, then you only play 4 minutes the next
So
game.
Campaign 11 in the fourth quarter, game one,
Yeah, you
14
can't
points
do
in
that.
that game. Only played 4 minutes, game
What we're
2.
gonna take him
Didn't
out
take a
for?
shot.
But you need to take.
hey, I'm going to take him out for Brunson.
No,
Okay, what was
they
the
played
difference?
together.
What was the difference
Yeah.
the first game?
What was the difference?
What was the
first
difference?
game?
Was it defense or was it scoring?
So Brunson, 44 minutes in game 2.
What's the name got in foul trouble?
Game 1?
Yeah. Hart.
And so
Josh.
you had to go to the bench.
And you went to
Yeah,
McBride.
but Josh didn't get hurt. He didn't
that's
get
what
in
I'm
foul
saying.
trouble. So it's
You
Okay, so you
nobody's
saying
supposed
that
to play
they got
44
campaign-
minutes, bro. 44 minutes, Gil?
Brunson, 44 minutes, game
44
2.
minutes is crazy.
You got to
you
sub the
taking
point
a break.
guard out,
Yeah,
bro,
I mean,
for sure.
I'm just saying, like,
You taking a break somewhere during that game. when
Appeared to
you-
tweak his ankle a little
Bro,
in game
that's
1.
Tibbs.
Switched
Yeah, that's what I
to-
said.
Tibbs don't got no confidence.
Yeah.
And think about if I'm a point. I just had how many
He had
points?
14 points
I
game
had
1.
14 points that were instrumental to us winning the game.
Yes.
I'm actually preparing to go back in the game for game 2.
confidence.
Yeah,
I know.
Hey, I'm gonna get 20 this time. Y'all thought that was, and then you see the court 3 minutes. What?
That's crazy.
Oh, you fucking up everything for me
Yeah,
at this
yeah.
point. Tibbs,
crazy.
14
how far
game
has
one.
Tibbs been?
Yeah.
How far has Tibbs gone in the playoffs?
He can't
Conference
go
finals?
far.
He went conference finals with Chicago.
No, second. Was that second round? When they played Miami?
They lost to Miami in conference finals, right?
Let me see.
Was it?
2011.
I don't know what round that was, but I remember that's when.
Yeah, that's when he did the
He got
dunk
hurt.
and all that. He was killing them.
I mean, D Rose got hurt, right?
Yeah,
Yep.
Yeah, I believe conference with the Bulls, if I'm not
with
mistaken.
the Bulls.
in
So Tibbs,
2013.
he has to have a certain
Right.
type of team where he trusts point guard can sub out. Because I think the team that he had then, it was D Rose, Kurt Heinrich,
But he like his.
Chris Duhon, Wild Dang, all those guys. He trusted all those
2011,
guys.
you're right.
2011. Yeah. I mean, at this point, you got the Knicks. You got 3 college guys who play. Well, 2 college. Three college guys play together. You got another college guy who understand championship shit. The Cat won a championship with AD, right? I mean,
was on that team, was he?
Karl Anthony Towns won the national championship, I believe.
Let me
Or did?
Or he just went number 1. I can't remember. But Cat got pedigree too.
Yeah.
But it's one of those things where you can't overplay them and then not play campaign and
I don't think Cat did not, but did get
play. Did he get played?
SEC freshman of the
Yeah,
year.
freshman year.
Second team All-American 2015.
Yeah, Tibbs gonna have to figure it out.
You
Man,
gotta
'cause
figure it out.
He's not doing it the way it's gonna help in the long run. Did Mitchell Robinson play a lot? Mm-hmm. Over 25 minutes?
He played 20 minutes. But
20 minutes.
speaking of Tibbs, Tibbs was not happy with how the game was called, particularly for his captain, Jalen Brunson. Here's what he said after the game last night.
You assess what you saw from Jalen tonight.
Yeah, same. Like he battled like crazy. There was a physicality that, like I want to take a look at the, obviously huge discrepancy in free throws. Huge. So I got to take a look at that. Right. So, I don't understand, how on one side, you talk about the direct line drives, the guy's getting fouled and it's not being called. Right. So, and look, I really don't give a crap how they call the game as long as it's consistent on both sides. So if Cunningham's driving and there's marginal contact and he's getting to the line, then Jalen deserves to be getting to the line. It's really that simple.
So, in the interest of fairness, Pistons shot 34 free throws to 19 for the Knicks. Brunson shot 11 free throws compared to 12 for Cade. So how do you think Tibbs' criticism official will impact the series going forward?
12 and 11.
34-19 though.
No, he said Cade and Brunson. And it was one more free throw over, so he's wrong. So he really do need to look at the film and see what happened. The fact that their small guy is the guy that generates all the free throws, obviously, because he drives and likes to bump, they can't tell if he's creating a contact or if he's getting hit. So he's going to be at a disadvantage like he always has been. Their problem was Cat.
Yeah.
You wasn't smart enough to realize that, Brunson has an advantage, but he doesn't have an advantage, right? You're the small guy on there playing against bigger guys. Like the real advantage is Cat. So the fact that you do ice him out in the whole second half, you didn't realize he wasn't getting the ball. Like for the last 5 minutes, it was basically iso ball. It wasn't two-man game. It was basically Brunson gets the ball, and you have bigger guards guarding him. So it's, he's capable of hitting those shots, but, for the most part, he wasn't.
So you talked about Cat. Cat only had 10 points in the game, 23, I believe, in game one. So a surprising stat on Cat, especially since Isaiah Stewart was inactive last night. This is from Knicks reporter Fred Katz of The Athletic. So Karl Anthony Towns did not score in the second half, took his last shot of the game with 5:20 to go in the third quarter, played all 12 minutes of the fourth quarter, did not get a shot during that time. So basically went 17 minutes of game action between the third and fourth quarter.
Welcome to the corner, nigga.
Nah. You know what it is? It's game recognition, man. It's 2 stars, right? And he took a back seat because Brunson was going to be aggressive because he wasn't getting calls. If you go back and watch the game, Brunson had the ball a lot of the time.
Every time.
And you know what I'm saying? So he already in his mind, the energy of the crowd, we're trying to keep the crowd engaged. He feels he got to score every time down.
But Brunson did the Batman shit and went to the back for a minute.
Got his cape.
That was Cat time to get the ball.
But guess who out there with him? Some dogs. There's some dogs out there. And if you think about Cat, if he don't start out hot and he ain't got the confidence that he got it going against one of them, you got 3 of them. Isaiah wasn't there. Yeah. The dude Reed, he weak side beating that shit too. So he's like, you got 2 motherfuckers down there that's trying to take you out. So if he don't got no lather going in the first half and get in the second half, he don't shoot at all. It's because they barking at him. Yeah. Hey, you better not touch that bitch.
He turned into a cat. Bro.
Yeah, he turned right into, he curled up.
Thought it was a 3.
I don't know. He was a lion at the beginning of the game.
Nigga dunked that.
Motherfucker was 5 for 7.
And that's how they supposed to keep going to him. Keep going to him.
10 quick ones and just bodega closed.
Man. So, they don't run no actions, no easy actions, post to post, block to block, where he get an easy shot, man.
How much is that on Cat, though, for not demanding the ball? You going 17 minutes a game.
Who he demanding the ball from?
Whoever
who has the ball?
The king of New York.
Hey, man, give me that ball. Hey, man, move, man. Come set the screen and move out the way.
Did they even do pick and rolls?
I don't know where they were being taught basketball, but this type of basketball where you can go this long without shooting.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Not touching the ball, not being even available.
Yeah, that's
swinging.
But you know this motherfucker's left-handed.
Yeah.
And he wants to go left. And if he do go right, he want to do the bump, fade left. I'm running through all his plays.
Yep.
You don't give me this goddamn ball. You know what I mean? You ain't gonna take 27 shots and I haven't. No, I'm gonna run through. Like you're supposed to know your players better than everything. Yeah. I'm supposed to know when Jalen Brunson is got that shit in his eye. Like, oh, okay, he about to shoot this shit. He about to shoot a lot. So for the most part, you're supposed to understand how to play this game.
Oh, shit.
Like he's coming in the lane, he's gonna sit there and bump, flash right in front of him. Hey.
So Cat, after the game, was asked about having 0 field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. He said, just trying to have the game do what it does, just executing what we talked about. Thought we got some great looks, especially when we fought back in that game. But
that's exactly what it is. He was just running the plays. And he's sitting out there, and this is what I believe this generation is comfortable running up and down the floor. Not touching the ball, 5, 6 possessions. Oh, no, he had it over there. They just doing their thing. Bro, We need time and score. Look at the time and score, bro. We can't go 4 possessions to not score. And we not getting no stops. They on a 3-0 run. Bro, we need you. It's game recognition. I need to get the ball. Let's get to the free throw line or let's get a foul or something. Stop the momentum. Brunson can't do it with just jacking up shots.
That pressure of being in the Garden compared to Minnesota is different.
Way different.
Man, fuck that, man. The man had 5 for 7.
He was hot.
He was on fire.
He was hot.
So what's the other
I counted
reason?
my money last night.
Fact.
What's the
I
other
picked him
reason?
17. I picked it for 17.5. He had 10 quick
He
ones.
said,
we
he
gonna
sat
say-
down.
10 quick ones.
He
just gonna
sat
say-
down.
I thought by the third quarter still said, because he had it in the first, by the third quarter still said 10. I had to refresh. Oh, they fucked up in
Ain't
the
no
back.
way.
Oh, he
Ain't
must have
no
got
way.
hurt.
No
Man, I
way.
said-
So what's the other reason then?
I see him out there playing fucking duck, duck, goose.
Like what he said.
What? You just out there running plays?
He's just running the play.
I'm just
saying,
executing what we talked
No,
about.
you can't
Ain't
be
that
that
an excuse?
mentally locked
Don't
in where you just sitting there waiting for the ball like this.
You know and I know that's an excuse for a player that don't want to actually break the offense.
Thank you. That's what I'm saying.
I'm just.
I don't want to mess up everybody.
Everybody. I might just.
But if you're
man.
Cat making the bread that you're making, is that a mentality that you're having?
No,
At some
hell
point,
We're in the
no.
middle of executing a play, and you run and cut down the middle of the lane, and we don't give it to you. You just fucked up the whole play.
What's the play? Give it to Brunson. Brunson do what you do.
Exactly. Or
But
Bridges,
he's not coming out the
coming around
game.
on the double. Whatever it is, it's not for you, Cat.
He's
Hey,
not
man.
coming out the game.
Like, I don't get it, man. You remember when we do a pick and roll and you don't do the actual pick?
And you just run through it.
I don't really set it, so the motherfucker just fight over. You got to give me the ball.
Facts. Don't even
That's
say
a lot
it.
of
I set this fucking
It's just
set the pick down. All right, man.
It was a slip. I was
let him miss it and then post up. Goddamn it, you ain't open to shoot this.
my
shit.
bad, my bad.
Like, I don't know what basketball is. You need to start watching some selfish players.
And that's all I'm saying. At some point, this Cat need to be selfish. Give me the rock. I ain't taking a shot.
I know
The
Bronny
KG shit is,
I
hey
know
man,
the
bring your
Bronny
motherfucking ass down here, turn off this, throw it down here.
Yeah.
Turn off me. Hey, listen.
No.
Fuck that, coach, man. Listen, man. Hey, listen. Brunson, come, Josh, come turn off me, throw it in here, cut off the baseline. I'm going to work down here.
Man, it looked like he just got there. Let's say that.
Facts.
It looked like when Brunson got back, everybody fell back in line. All right, this is last year playoffs.
Y'all know exactly how we doing
This last year playoffs, and goddamn it, whoever was here last year ain't here this year.
Bridges, you are now DiVincenzo. Okay?
Bridges
You
doing
do
them
not
threes.
do
He
nothing
got no
different.
legs.
You don't do shit different but shoot the motherfucker, okay?
Cat, you are Harkenstein.
You are Harkenstein.
Rebound
that
Isaiah
shit.
Harken shit back to us. Goddamn it, so
We need you to do
so
something.
my guy can
a little
shoot
bit
the ball.
different. Shit.
So we asked the chat who wins the series. 60% of the chat thinks the Pistons are going to win this series.
Shit.
Let's talk a little bit more about Tibbs. We talked about Mikal Bridges.